Okay, y'all, so it's been a while since I done a video on the Z, and well, I got, as you can see, fenders, hood, doors to go on it. So these doors, this door I've already done. We have the latch from the original door, the windows back in it, because when I got these doors, the windows were missing and the latches was missing. The motor and everything was in there. So I had to reinstall that. Had to also change out the wiring harness for this door because they were different. 81 and 83 is different. So I just swapped that out. So this door's done. So I thought I'd show y'all doing the other door. I kind of skipped on. I've already changed this wiring harness. But I haven't been videoing what I've been doing so far because I was like, well, this is just going to be boring crap, but well, it might be, whatever. Either I video this or y'all don't get a video, so I don't know that it matters one way or another, but let me see what else. Oh, so this little plastic piece right here got knocked off when I removed this window from the parts car. I didn't use the one from the original door because it most likely had some welding sparks in it. So this one, when I removed it, this got knocked off. So we fixed it yesterday evening with JB Weld. So that should be cured now and ready to go. And then I'll get her put in there. I'll come right back when I figure out where I'm going to set y'all up where you can see best. Alright, this may not be ideal, but y'all are now in the car. So, with this deal, I'll try and explain it best I can. So you got these slides right here, and there's a track they go in. And then this one, of course, back here goes in the back. You have to watch for this and these bolts sticking out as you're going in. But you basically want to start with right here, lining this one up. And you kind of got to get it wiggled around a little bit. I probably should have put some grease on it because they seem to be quite dry and quite stubborn, but I can grease them after I get them in there. Alright, there's that one. And then the back one just slides right down. And then the front one, again, wiggle it around a little bit. You don't want to put like a whole lot of pressure, obviously, because it's glass. And there we go. Boom, windows in. Now, well, I thought I had all my hardware right here. We find all my hardware and stuff. Basically, there's two bolts holds the glass in, and then there's the stops. And I'll try to show y'all that more in detail. Okay, here we go. So I've got all my hardware here, and my little handy dandy switcheroo drill. Driver, bit, thing, whatever. Alright, to start with, our track is not where it needs to be. Oh! My seat is obviously not a seat, it's just a pad that I'm sitting on. So, alright, there we go. We gotta line up the little plastic thing that the screw goes in. Here, too far. All that. And I can't see this one. No. there's nothing to keep it from going up too high. But like I said, before I do that, I'm going to see if I have room to still get my latch in for the door latch. Most people, hold on, let me fix your look. Most people would probably go ahead and do their paint before they put their door latches in. I want to get the car on the road and drive it really before I actually get the paint on it, because I don't want to be working on it after it's painted. So that's my logic. Some may agree with it, some may not, whatever. So let me roll this window all the way up. Which is actually higher than it should be, but let's see. What we need to see here is if I can access the door latch. Now, I have a door latch laying in a box, but it doesn't have a lock cylinder. And yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem, because right there the glass is right where I need to have the bolts for the latch. So I'll probably have to start over by taking this back out and then put the door latch in first. Wonderful. We'll get it right eventually. Alright, so the original one that I would like to use with the correct door lock is currently unavailable because the glass is still on that door, and the reason I couldn't get the glass out of that door is because it's ran all the way down. You can't get to the bolts. So with the glass in, you can't get to the door latch either. So I may have to try and run that motor up if I want to strip that door, get the correct pieces. But for now, I robbed this one out of a parts car. It's honestly kind of crappy, but at least it'll give me a door latch that I can use for now. Just like I say, I just want to drive this car. I've had it for 10 years now and have not gotten to drive it at all. So, put our latch in out there, take our white, and try and get our mechanisms in the proper way. Which this part is very nerve-wracking. Y'all ain't really going to be able to see what I'm doing from there for sure. We'll try to show y'all as I can. So you have this, and somehow I have two of them in here. And I'm going to use this one because it's cleaner. This one has some rust on it. And I think it seemed like something just stung me, but I don't think it did. Just nerve or something. Anyway, so this goes down in a little slot at the bottom, and the latch pushes down on it to actuate and open the door. So you got to get it in that slot in the bottom and then pop it in the top, and I will try to situate where y'all can see, and then we'll see what we do. Okay, we're going to try and do this one-handed and show y'all if I can. This goes down in that slot. Y'all couldn't see that part, I don't believe, but down there in the bottom. And then it goes in there, but I'm going to have to try and... See, here's the tricky part. I said one-handed, but it's not like I can get two hands in there anyway. So that needs to go right in there, but it needs that other part to be out of the way. There we go, like that. Now we got to take and catch our little plastic piece and kick it around to the side, and then try and push that on in like that. I know it's a little, probably kind of fuzzy for y'all to see because this isn't going to focus real well, but well, there we go. And once that snaps in place, I'm not really even going to worry about the lock part because it's not going to work anyway, because I don't have the key for this lock. So what we're going to do now is try and get y'all right. So this piece goes in there for the bolts to go through. So I'll get y'all to where you can see this correctly. Oops. And it goes this way, I believe. No, it goes this way. Yeah, it goes like that right there. No, can't go that way. It's hidden. I'm trying to show y'all what to do, and I'm trying to figure it out myself. Okay, it goes this way, the short piece to the top. Yeah, that's right. You know, you would think I hadn't just done this the other day. Alright. And getting it behind that mechanism. See, I think I bolted the other one in first, and then I couldn't wiggle it around to get stuff lined up. Now it's all wiggling around. Well, anyway, y'all get the idea. Once I get that plate in there, the two bolts, that will have my door latch in place. Reinstalled, so I done showed y'all putting that in once, and then we'll get our bump stops for the window. Okay, now we're back on track. Literally, the glass is back on the track. So I remember the little plastic knob I showed you earlier. Well, it's not visible right here. But what it catches on is this little bracket right here. So what we got to do is fish this up in here on top of that little knob. it down for now. Because what I need to do to actually adjust it where I need it is close the door and then run the window up and then tighten those down. But seeing how I don't have an actual seat here, that's going to be a little difficult. So right now I'm just going to get you the basic gist of what you need to do to get these. And then this one goes up here on the front, and there's a tab on the track, and then there's a little slot, and this one also is slotted to where it can adjust, and I'm going to put it all the way up to make the window not go up. So this one all the way down catches the window the lowest, and this one all the way up catches the window the lowest. Like I say, I need to actually adjust them properly, but for now we're just going to set it all the way down. Might leave a little gap in the window, but until I can get them adjusted properly, that's going to do it for this. And that's got my window in place on both sides and functioning, and need to clean my doors out really good because there's some dirt in them. This one is actually missing the rubber on the outside. I just now noticed that. The other one still has it. I won't put that back on this until I do some paint work probably. I got a bag going off one of my parts cars or whatnot. I could probably rob one out of the one I robbed this window out of. But I'm going to, while I got it open, I'm going to probably grease these tracks on both doors, just for good measure. The window motors seem to be working fine. I have door panels. I have everything to put this car together. Like I say, most people will probably go ahead and paint it while they get it apart, but at this point, I just want to drive it. I don't even care what it looks like. I want to drive it because I've been waiting a long time to find good doors. I had decent fenders and a okay hood. My hood wasn't great. So now that I've got good body parts, I'm wanting to get on to getting this car finished. It's been way too long, but you know, I wanted to find. Well, I ended up giving $800 for these body parts. I had opportunities before, but I didn't want to have to drive several hours, you know, 2 or 3 hours to go look at doors and then maybe not be any good. I actually bought one set of door shells. They were completely gutted. Oh yeah, I got good door shells, and I got there and I'm like, dude, these ain't good. I bought them anyways, tried to use pieces of them to patch my other doors. Then I had the door laying down under the lift and drove this car up over the lift, caught the mirror, and then basically destroyed the door that I'd done put so much work into. So yeah, I've had a few issues with this car, so I'm really trying to get it put together where I can get it on the road and drive it this fall ASAP. Still needs exhaust. I got to put the tail lights and stuff back there together, the bumper, the balance, maybe. It's not absolutely necessary, but it would look a little goofy without it. I still got a lot of things that needs to be done, but hopefully I'll have her on the road soon. Alright, so I got her washed up, playing around a little bit, give y'all a little better look at it. I know a lot of y'all ain't even seen the car in its entirety, and obviously it looks a lot different than what it did when I got it. I don't know I'll try to reference that too. But you know, of course, the new body parts has kind of renewed the interest in getting the car going. Obviously, interior still needs a lot of work. I did throw my door panel on that side. I have all the interior to go in it. That radio kind of sort of tries to work. I've got another radio I think will work, and I'm gonna try to like adapt the factory radio to work with Bluetooth. That way it has the original 80s look, but with a little modern twist. So here's your walk around. Obviously, you probably noticed the mismatched wheels. The front wheels are the correct wheels. I have the other two. They just don't have any tires on them right now. And I got 2 more tires I can throw on them to run for now. Those are used tires. When I get everything said and done, it'll get new tires. But right now, we just want to get her running and driving because it's been way too long. So this is kind of a late introduction. I mean, I've done some of my early videos on working on the floor pans and the spare tire well of this car, and never showed y'all the car. Of course, you know, it was in the shop being worked on, and before it was all mismatched, all different colors. So now at least it's mostly the same color. If this was perfect, I'd almost think the rest of it to match it, but this has got scuffs and scrapes. Will need to be painted too, so I'm just going to, you know, stick with the original colors, white with the burgundy interior. I already have all my burgundy interior to go in it. Most of that's been restored, and so I'm hoping to get it put together enough to drive it, and then unfortunately that means I'll have to tear it back down later to finish it up, but at least if I get to driving it, maybe that'll motivate me to finish the project. It stalled out for various different reasons, so but